Greetings, church. Welcome to One with God, day 26. As we have learned in the devotion today, that suffering is not necessarily the result of sin or a form of punishment from God, especially relating to natural disasters. Rather, it is because in a sinful world, sin is causing damage in one way or another, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. We are free to choose our actions, but we are not free to choose the consequences of these actions. Oftentimes, the things that we do not do out of love will have negative consequences, even if it does not happen on ourselves. For example, parking out of the box for our convenience sake, eating up the last two spots in the parking lot. We enjoy our convenience, but others are suffering inconvenience. Therefore, how we respond to our own suffering or the suffering of others will determine whether suffering will continue. Responding evil with evil will never end the cycle. However, we thank God because in Jesus, not only we have received eternal life, but we also receive the full life that starts the moment we believe in Jesus and goes on forever. We live life with an eternal perspective. I think we can learn a thing or two from the boy mentioned in the devotion today, who at the age of 17 had spent 13 years of his life in and out of hospital. Yet he was able to say, God is fair because God has got all of eternity to make it up to me. Now, whether or not or how will God actually make it up for him, so to say, I do not know. But one thing I do know, this boy has eternity in mind. And that is something that can truly transform our faith while we are on this earth for the short 70 to 80 years, or maybe more, which is relatively short compared to eternity. The Christian life is not about the one time we trusted God for something we cannot see, which is the promise to make us His own for eternity. The Christian life is about an ongoing trust and reliance on the promises of God, believing that the day is coming when faith will no longer be needed because our faith will have become sight. When I'm stressed out by something, I often remind myself, do not let that 30 minutes or 1 hour thing stress the life out of you. Now, some of us are suffering more than an hour. Some are having sickness that has been with you almost your whole life. Yet, let us be encouraged to set our eyes on eternity. Let our faith be stirred up by the fact that we have something far greater waiting for us, and not to be pulled down by the short time that we have on earth. At the same time, let that suffering or that tough time become an opportunity to shape us to be Christ-like, to bring heaven on earth in a sense, shining the light of Jesus in the darkness, so that many more will come into the light, and together we can truly be one with God.